All right, everyone, welcome back to our second episode of Life After Filing. All right, so this is our debut episode on our brand new channel, Cool's Corner. So tonight, come along with me to, well, they don't have any signage right now, but we are at the Black-Eyed Pea. All right, and right here, this was an easy one for us. It's in our own backyard, right here in Castle Rock, Colorado. So Black-Eyed Pea has had multiple occasions of filing for bankruptcy, with one of the most instrumental ones coming in 2015. With that bankruptcy in 2015, majority of all Texas locations shut down, and one in Tennessee. So if we look at the United States today, that would only leave 10. 9 of them are right here in the state of Colorado, and 1 in Texas. All right, so we're here now. Let's go see how their food is. What we have here is the Black-Eyed Peas famous dinner rolls. It's cooling down. It was served piping hot, like you peeled it apart and it was steam still coming out of it. It's good. It's your average dinner roll. All right, so next up is the fried pickles here. According to a lot of reviews online, it is one of the top appetizer dishes here. Looks like they do a nice job. They slice the pickle the long way in the pickle chip type look. We went with a side of ranch, but they got a nice fry on it. It's got a good crisp on the outside. It's not overcooked. It's cooked just right. It's a perfect dill pickle. It's nice. All right, so what we have here is the Santa Fe Chipotle Southwest salad here. We did it with the crispy chicken option. They let you pick grilled or crispy. We went crispy, why not? Pretty presenting. I like the way it's laid out. As far as plating, it looks really delicious. Next thing to do is dig in and give it a shot. All right, you want to kind of make sure we get a little bit of everything, so we'll grab some avocado, some chicken here. Get into the lettuce. It does have a good Southwest kind of vibe to it. There's some fresh corn in there. You get some pico de gallo, some of the beans, the avocado. The chicken is baked really nice. It almost looks like it's dry, but it's not. It's pretty tender to the bite. Overall, it's really good. All right, so this is pretty much kind of like the main entree. We went with the chicken fried steak with mashed taters and corn as the side with the dark gravy. It's good. Very similar to the fried pickles. Batter's got a nice crisp to it. The gravy's got kind of a good floury mix to it. You can taste it in it. I like it. It's good. Now it's potato time. It's good. I mean, it's mashed potatoes. You can't really mess it up. They're good. It's got a good fresh mashed taste to it. It's creamy. The gravy always gives it a good kick. Consider it a side. It looks like it's just kind of like a bite in a dish. But it's very soft. I prefer my corn kind of like it would be coming right off the cob. I'd like a little bit more, kind of a crunch to it. Not like, crunchy, but a little bit more firm than this. This is, I don't want to say mush, but it's pretty soft. But it's not too bad though. It's got like a light hint of Olathe sweet corn type taste to it, although it's not, but it's good. All right, so we went with the lemon cake with raspberry drizzle dessert. It's not on their main menu, but we were assured it was on a menu. It looks really good. It's got 4 layers, lemon flavoring right through the middle of all of it. It just, I'm so excited for this. Good bite size, get some of that whip in there. You can just smell the lemon coming off of this already. I think this is going to be fantastic. And it is really good. It's warmed up. It's not hot. Just warm enough to get it kind of like a, it's hard to really put a word on it, but it's a very dense cake, but yet it's delicious. There's a lot of good food in there. We started off kind of looking over the menu. They have a nice selection of variety of items, anywhere from burgers to sandwiches to salads. We settled down with the fried pickles, which was a high recommendation. The Santa Fe Chipotle Southwest salad, and the chicken fried steak with mashed taters and some corn. And then we settled for the lemon cake for dessert. To start with, kind of like the appetizer, the fried pickles and the salad. We'll do the pickles first. It was a good fried pickle. I mean, the batter was tasty. It didn't have like too much pepper. It was kind of a very mellow fried pickle, if you want to call it that. The ranch always goes very well with it. You could tell in the Black-Eyed Pea business, they used the ranch. They didn't water it down. It was a true ranch dressing. I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't a bad fried pickle. I'd order it again. Then we go with the Santa Fe chicken salad. We went with the crispy chicken. Again, you get the option of grilled chicken if you're more kind of on that health kick. If you look at this isn't health. I'm here to eat good stuff. It was actually a quite tasty salad. We got I think they had a Southwest sauce or salad dressing on the side. Once we incorporated that into the salad, it was really tasty. I would absolutely come back and order that again. It was, again, very nice done. The salad had a good crunch. The lettuce was fresh. You know that by it having more of the crunch and not just like sogginess or bland or what do you call it, wilty salad. It was fresh. Then we moved on to our main dish, which was the chicken fried steak with mashed taters, some gravy, and corn. Again, you got a couple different gravy options. We went with the dark. The hostess or waitress was pretty recommendative of the darker gravy. It was all pretty good tasting. I mean, it was a nice chicken fried steak. It had a good crispiness to it. Again, the bottom was maybe the soggiest part, but as anyone knows, you get that moisture that just kind of builds up with something that's hot underneath, and it just creates a little bit of moisture that can ruin it. But the top was actually quite nice. Even covered in gravy, it still had a good kick to it. Again, something I would probably order again. I think I'd go with the salad over the chicken fried steak, but didn't disappoint. And then lastly, brought the lemon cake out, which was just very delicate. It was spongy, dense, however you want to describe it. It was warm, just the raspberry topping, everything came together. It was a very good dessert. And if I were to be 100% honest, it's probably been 25 years since I've come into this location here. Yes, it's right in my backyard at Castle Rock, but Black-Eyed Pea has always kind of had a reputation of being old people food, so never really thought of it as growing up wanting to hit this restaurant just because it wasn't meshing with the generations. You know, it's like, I'll save that till I get older, and here I am now today. So I don't quite know how the decor was. The atmosphere is kind of nice in there. It's got a comfortable feeling to it, like homey. You know, I felt like I was at home, and nothing was too distracting. They had some murals and paintings on the wall. The colors were very comfort style colors. Overall, it was quiet, which was kind of nice. I would give the atmosphere probably like a solid 8. So these next ratings I'm going to give you, we're going to go kind of dish by dish. We're going to start with the fried pickles. Again, they did it was a kind of like a chip cut, but it was the lengthwise of the pickle, not the long cut. Yeah, it was long cut. Yeah, it was good crisp, good ranch. I'll go 7.5 on this one. I would have liked maybe a little bit more pepper in the seasoning, or just something to give it a little bit more. So not super high, but it wasn't super bad either. So 7.5. All right, so now we're going on to the Southwest fried chicken salad. Once, even without the dressing at first, it was still a really good first bite. But once we incorporated that Southwest salad dressing, not salsa, but salad dressing in on it, it really was probably star of the night dish for me. This one I would probably go 8.5 on it. I could absolutely see myself getting it again. Although, it had beans, fresh corn, salsa on it. It had some crispy, like pita shell tortilla type strip cuts. I don't know, but overall, very good. Like I said, star of the night. Would order that again. Would recommend it. To grilled or fried, I don't think really made a huge difference on there. The chicken was good. Go with whatever kind of fancies you, but solid dish. All right, on to the chicken fried steak with the brown gravy, mashed potatoes, and the corn. The presentation was nice. I mean, it was a pretty honking size cut of meat that they put on the plate, and they have a size bigger. It's called the Texas cut, which the lady said would have taken up the entirety of the plate. I already was pretty impressed with the size of chicken fried steak we got. I thought it was accidentally they brought out the Texas size one, but they did a great job at smothering it. They didn't hold back on the gravy. The mashed potatoes were good. The corn was meh. If I had to combine them all together because of the meh on the corn and the mashed potatoes, I think this one's going to be similar to the fried pickles. I'm going to go probably in that 7 to 7.5 range. I mean, if we need to do grading, give it a 7.25. But could be better. Again, I think the corn, maybe similar to your canned corn, just had a mush to it. It was not kind of like that. I don't want to say crispy or crunchy because that's not the right word, but when you're biting corn on the cob, you just get kind of that little bit of crunch to the corn. That's what I was kind of hoping for. But it still had some sweetness. So 7.25 I think is a fair grade for this. And I'd get it again, but I'd get the salad first. All right, then that brings us to the dessert. The lemon cake with raspberry drizzle on top was pretty dang good. Honestly, it was second star of the night. This one is probably going to get a nice 8 out of 10. I like that it was warmed up a little bit. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't hot. It was warmed up. The whipped cream on it was really good. The lemon sponginess, delicateness of the cake was fantastic. The lemon curd type frosting that they had on it just overall made it a really nice dessert to end the night. Overall, pretty darn good here at the Black-Eyed Pea. And totally spaced that when you do sit down, they do give you a complimentary basket of rolls. The rolls, you could tell, were baked fresh. They came out of the oven. The only kind of, I would say, disappointing thing for me was the top of the roll was like overdone, but the inside was still nice and it was baked right. It wasn't underdone, but it was real disappointing to have that top layer of the bread being just dry. It felt like it was sitting in the heat lamp or oven for a while before they pulled it. But like I said, what saved it was the main part of the bread. The heart of the bread was still what I would expect out of a bread. So that brings us to our bill total. With everything that we had here, the appetizer, the salad, the main entree, the dessert, all came to about $66, which kind of shocked me. It wasn't that badly priced. So for somebody who's going out and you bring somebody along with you, that's probably the equivalent of 2 people there. To get under $33 each, I'd say would be a pretty good date night. So For overall price, I'd say you're looking at an 8, 8.5. If I had to give the rolls a grade, because of again, it goes to that dryness at the top, probably going to give it a 5, unfortunately. If it wasn't for the heart of the bread being great, that would have been like a 2. Still nowhere near the Cheddar Bay biscuits at Red Lobster, which if you go back to the episode prior, you can check out. Those are 10 out of 10 all the time. Service inside, we were seated right away. The gentleman, the hostess, was very nice, accommodating, asked, do you prefer a booth, a table? Do you want it kind of towards the windows, towards the inside where it's warmer? So tried to make it accommodating for you as a guest or us as a guest, which was very appreciative. We were seated in Samantha's section. Wonderful, wonderful waitress. On top of her game, as we were drinking, continuously brought out drinks. Didn't even ask, just brought it out. Said, here you go, if you want it, there it is. If not, just leave it, don't worry about it. So we weren't having to chase down our waitress for anything. She brought the food out. She was very bubbly personality, gave some solid recommendations. We had questions. She answered them without hesitation, so she was knowledgeable, which was great too. So service here, 10 out of 10. Like, they really did everything you would want out of a restaurant. All right, so if I'm doing my math right, this leaves us kind of with the overall rating of a 7.81, give or take. But yeah, it's going to come in a little bit lower than Red Lobster, but again, I think I would still pick here over the Red Lobster. So don't let that grade fool you. This place had a lot to write home about, but it was good. All right, so my question to you is, let us know in the comments below, is the Black-Eyed Pea deserving of a comeback? Are you in favor of it, or are you kind of glad they went away? And then also it brings a question for my Castle Rock peeps. Are you happy we have one right here in our own backyard? So if you found this kind of an interesting episode, to check out more on our life after filing, click the link right here. For more from us here at Cool's Corner, click the link right here. And don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. And let us know in the comments below what other restaurants have filed that are kind of making a comeback that we should check out. And then don't forget to switch your notification bell from personalized to all to stay in tune with us and all our new updates and keep current.